In the summer of 1995, Diana began keeping a secret diary. This diary, a compilation of intimate notes, offers an unadorned glimpse into her life beyond the palace walls. Recent discoveries have taken the fascination with Princess Diana, popularly known as the People's Princess, to a new level. The memory of Diana continues to captivate people worldwide, even after her tragic death. The revelations from the diary have been painful for Prince William, Princess Catherine, and Prince Harry, all members of the royal family. A source close to the situation claims that these discoveries have shaken the foundations of the royal family, revealing truths that were never meant to be told. Catherine, now known as the Princess of Wales, has always shown deep affection for Diana, her late mother-in-law, despite never having the chance to meet her. According to a close source, the diary revelations have left Catherine in a state of absolute devastation. Reading such raw and anguishing realities about Diana's experiences has been heart-wrenching. However, this new awareness of the challenges Diana faced has only strengthened the already deep connection Catherine has with her. It is a diary that will change everything. Facing growing problems in her marriage to Prince Charles, who was the heir to the British throne at the time, Princess Diana was maturing, openly sharing her experiences and challenging the royal family. The diary reveals a life filled with psychological warfare, manipulation, and isolation, aspects from which her children William and Harry were largely shielded through these writings. Catherine gained a deep understanding of a particular aspect of Diana's life that affected her profoundly, leaving her devastated by the hidden suffering Diana endured. Diana struggled with royal life, according to her diaries. Her existence within the royal family, her life was full of traumatic experiences in contrast to the impression of a fairy tale. She referred to her life as a nightmare. Despite being surrounded by the splendor of royal life, she wrote about how she felt absolutely alone. "Every move I made was watched, every smile calculated," she wrote in her notebook. Diana had the impression that she was a stranger in the palace, which was not a safe haven, but rather a gilded cage. It is said that Princess Catherine felt deep pain upon reading these writings, as she could empathize with the terrible feeling of loneliness that Diana experienced. The true story behind her marriage to Charles is one of the most heart-wrenching sections of Diana's diary. Her writings show what many people knew: Charles's ongoing connection with Camilla Parker Bowles cast a long shadow over their marriage. Their union was plagued with challenges from the beginning, and Diana's writings corroborate what many people feared. Diana describes in her diary entries the agony of public humiliation and the intense feeling of isolation she experienced. As she expressed in her writings, it was not a marriage, it was a performance. These revelations have been particularly distressing for Catherine, who values her own connection with her family deeply. According to reports, Diana showed deep compassion for the emotional cost she paid due to her dysfunctional marriage, both the fears and the love of a mother, among other things. Diana's diary demonstrates that she has an eternal affection for her children, William and Harry. Her concern for the pressures they would face as members of the royal family was evident. "I fear for Harry, but I am worried about William," she wrote. "William will bear the weight of the crown," according to those close to her, who played power games in the palace. Additionally, Diana's essays explores the power struggles and intrigues that occur within the palace. She believed that some people were conspiring to bring her down and referred to the situation as a battlefield where every action was carefully planned. Her reflections shed light on the complex dynamics within the royal family, where outward displays of affection could mask deeper disagreements. Upon discovering how Diana navigated this difficult atmosphere, Catherine reportedly showed astonishment and regret. She also noted the incredible strength required to survive such manipulation. Diana's diary entries are a poignant tribute to her struggles with depression and bulimia. These entries were written during a period when mental health was not publicly recognized or mentioned anywhere. The heavy burden of maintaining a flawless public image while battling internal demons was described in her writing, where she spoke of her suffering openly and honestly. Throughout the conversation, she lamented, "How can I be a good mother if I can barely hold myself together?" Catherine, a strong advocate for mental health efforts, found these entries deeply moving. They have increased her desire to continue campaigning for mental health awareness, and Diana's courage in expressing her challenges has motivated her to do so. In addition to illustrating her own humanitarian perspective, Diana's diary also demonstrates her ability to understand and empathize with the problems of others. Her legacy endures through her compassion and bravery, inspiring others to follow her example in the fight for mental health and emotional well-being. The difficulties also reveal her love for working with those in need. She described her ideas for raising awareness about AIDS victims and landmines, both innovative activities at the time. Diana's ability to think beyond the constraints of her position and reach out to those in need continues to inspire. The limits of the royal tradition were demonstrated by her vision, which was decades ahead of her time, to use her platform and achieve genuine change. According to reports, Catherine has found these notes very motivating and has decided to continue Diana's humanitarian legacy by directing her platform towards actions that will have a significant influence on the world. Potential dangers are foreseen. One of the most disturbing aspects of Diana's journal is her recurring fear for her own safety. Diana wrote in her letter, "If something happens to me, it will not be an accident." These lines, written many years before her tragic passing, underscore the dangers she feared she was exposed to due to her strong public statements. Catherine, upon reading these writings, felt sadness and anger simultaneously for the systemic factors that put Diana in danger. This has made Catherine even more determined to ensure that her own family receives additional protections. William and Harry also receive messages, as Diana's journal is a love letter to her children. Throughout her entries, Diana encourages her readers to be true to themselves, providing them with words of wisdom and positive reinforcement. In her writing, she emphasized that the crown is something that is worn, not what one is. These comments, both compassionate and innovative, reflect Diana's desire for her children to emphasize their humanity over their royal positions. Reports indicate that Catherine has adopted these comments as a guiding principle in her parenting style, ensuring that her children understand the importance of being themselves. In Diana's writings, the royal palace is described as a place full of power struggles and secrets. She suspected the intrigue that surrounded the palace and felt a constant surveillance and control, akin to being a piece in a giant chess game. Diana believed that some people within the palace they were actively working against her, intending to control her actions and image. Catherine has been deeply moved by these events, seeing them as a reminder of Diana's ability to persevere in the face of relentless adversity. Public expectations carry significant weight. Despite being one of the most photographed women in the world, Diana wrote about the unyielding scrutiny she faced. She noted that every breath is calculated, and every gesture is examined. The darker side of celebrity and monarchy is highlighted by the fact that Diana suffered a serious setback in her mental health due to the pressure of maintaining a flawless image. It has been said that Catherine, who is no stranger to public scrutiny, has found strength in Diana's observations and comfort in the experiences she shared with her. In the pages of her diary, Diana expressed her desire to start a new life away from the constraints of royal life. Her ideal existence would be one where she could raise her children without being limited by the rules of royal decorum. Her intentions included moving to a foreign country, probably the United States, where she felt her children would have the opportunity for a more authentic and liberated education. According to reports, Catherine has been inspired by these notes and sees them as a demonstration of Diana's unwavering commitment to her children and her determination. In every aspect of her royal duties and personal life, Catherine's commitment to honoring Diana's legacy has been reinforced by the emotional connection and revelation that Diana's diary has brought her. This diary, a medium filled with candor and courage, serves as a beacon of compassion and resilience, echoing Diana's voice. Her reflections challenge the traditions upheld by the royal family and offer a model for a more authentic life. Diana's words continue to inspire and remind people worldwide of her enduring legacy. What do you think about the revelation of Princess Diana's secret diary? Share your thoughts.